It's quiet in this moment. I notice the body sitting here, breathing without my command. The spine supports itself, the heart beats steadily, the lungs expand and contract, and none of it feels like it needs my permission. Sounds drift in from somewhere, then fade. Time seems to flow, but when I try to catch it, there's only the present, immediate, unclaimed, unfolding. I'm not reaching for anything. There is simply noticing, and in noticing, a subtle ease. We go through life, assuming someone is at the center of it all. A thinker, a doer, a self watching the world from somewhere behind the eyes. I say, I chose, I decided, I felt. The language itself constructs a solid person. And yet, when I slow down enough to watch, decisions seem to happen before the claim of ownership arrives. Thoughts arise fully formed. Even the sense of me seems to emerge after everything else is already in motion. Everyone knows moments when that sense of self fades. Deep sleep, absorption in music or art. A moment of sudden awe. For a few seconds, there is no inner narrator saying, "This is happening to me." And yet, awareness is not gone. Something observes the silence, steady, impartial. Later, the mind returns, stitching a story. I felt peace. I understood something. But during those moments, where exactly was the one taking credit? I might be wrong, but it feels like we mistake continuity for identity. Because experience flows without interruption, we assume a continuous self orchestrating it. But a river moves without a manager. Clouds drift without a mind guiding them. Life continues effortlessly. Movement doesn't require an agent. It simply occurs. The Tripura Rahasya and Avadhrita Giti approach this directly. They don't lead gently, they confront the assumption of separation head. Are you sure there is a self distinct from the world? They seem to ask. Not you and reality. Not observer and observed. Not seeker and liberation. Just one reality, manifesting as many forms. Nothing extra, nothing missing. Sanatana Dharma sometimes uses the word Brahman, but here it is stripped of comfort.
It is not a concept to be believed. The texts insist that whatever is real must already be present, now, without effort.
It is not a concept to be believed. The texts insist that whatever is real must already be present, now, without effort. If it depends on imagination, practice, or expectation, it is already suspect. Reality cannot be contingent on understanding. It simply is. Think of space. Objects move within it. Furniture, people, light. The space itself is never disturbed. It doesn't react to anything that appears inside it. Awareness is the same. Pleasure or pain, thought or feeling, all appear and vanish within it. Nothing adds to it. Nothing diminishes it. Even confusion and doubt are simply known without leaving a mark. When I bring this back to the body, it becomes less abstract. Sensations are happening. Warmth, pressure, tension, thoughts, common, emotions, color, and yet, awareness remains unchanged. The knowing of sensation doesn't tighten when the body tightens. It doesn't worry when the mind worries. Presence is exact and unbothered. The Avadhrita Jiti doesn't claim the world is unreal. It doesn't dismiss phenomena. It suggests something more subtle. That the world is inseparable from awareness. That misidentifying experience as a self is the only illusion. Like mistaking the projection for the screen, the drama seems real until the scene itself is realized. Here, the insight becomes quietly unsettling. If awareness is constant and everything else arises within it, then what is the individual self? Not as story, not as memory, not as habit. But right now,
can it be located, or is there simply a flux of sensations, thoughts, and emotions being observed?
Can it be located, or is there simply a flux of sensations, thoughts, and emotions being observed? There is no fear in this recognition, only gentle disorientation. Like realizing the floor I thought I was standing on was never solid, but I am still upright. Life continues. Breathing continues. Actions and thoughts continue. Only the assumption of a controller begins to feel unnecessary. The Tripura Rahasya and Avadhrita Jiti do not offer reassurance. They do not promise comfort or bliss. They simply point to the obviousness of what is already here. Awareness does not need to be achieved. It does not need purification. It does not even need recognition. It simply is, and recognition happens within it. As I sit here now, nothing special is occurring. The breath flows. Sounds drift by. Thoughts appear and fade. Awareness remains exactly the same through it all. Not increased, not diminished, not involved. I do not try to hold on to this noticing. Even the attempt to hold it is just another phenomenon, quietly known, and I let this moment be exactly as it is. No conclusion, no resolution, just this undeniable presence. And a question stays open, without urgency. If awareness and the world are never two, if everything arises within this presence, then where, exactly, could the separate self ever exist?